Alright guys, today we're gonna have a look at the mobile tab in Google Analytics. Now, so to the tab where Google is probably using most of their power to sell a lie right now, and it's about mobile traffic. Yes, mobile traffic has passed desktop traffic in many cases, but it's still the case that desktop traffic is converting a lot better for most services. Information services that are one click, they are very much better in mobile. But you can't make all difficult decisions a one-click decision. I don't believe so, and I think that it's a terrible idea to spend all of your money trying to optimize your way to become a one-click checkout if your product does not really speak to an audience that want a one-click checkout, and most people don't for many services. They want to think that they've thought through their decision. So having a multi-touch approach is much better, where you understand that people are coming to your website at several points in time, and that you need to attribute your media budget and your marketing spend accordingly, and just have a look at where they start their journey. You might not be able to track them based if they switch between screens, and we're gonna get into that in the next video. You know, the cross-device tracking is not that great, but you will be able to see what channels they come from, and based on your understanding of those channels, such as Facebook versus some kind of news website or a blog, you know, it's much more likely that they come from the mobile phone if they surf in via Facebook than it is that they come from the desktop, etc., etc. You know, you need to add layers of your understanding of those platforms in order to be able to interpret that. But with that said, this report helps you understand what type of traffic you're getting to your website and what type of formats do they see, so that you can plan your content accordingly. Because if you have a lot of mobile visitors and you want them to consider your products, you need to make it easy to consider your products or services or ideas or memberships or whatever it is that you're pushing them towards. If you have a lot of desktop traffic, you have a lot more freedom, and so you can play around. You can give them a lot more stuff to chew on, larger graphics. You can work with their sentiment a lot more because you can add more graphic material and things like that. And I understand that means something in Swedish and something else in English. So what I meant to say with graphic material is material that moves. Okay. Either way, animations and such. They have another report here under mobile, and that's devices. And the devices report here I generally use in order to figure out targeting towards rich and poor people, towards conservatives and opportunistic. I have gone through those two different groups, the opportunistic and conservative, in a video about conversion rate optimization. But just with a quick recap here, we have seen that there is a strong correlation and causality between meaning that if we do advertising towards old phones, we are targeting a conservative group of people that actually reacts better to conservative copy. And that means that we do not use things as this is the newest, latest, coolest, hottest, which we use towards the opportunistic group that have new phones. But we use marketing towards, or we use old phone, or we use conservative copy towards the older phones. And so that's much like stay safe, been proven by the best, you know, those types of copy that we use to target them. And on all major platforms, you can target specific type of phone versions. Now here, as you see, that for some iPhones, you can actually see the kind of traffic that you're getting to the website, but most iPhones you do not. And so the way that you have to Samsung and all the other phones, they are written out beautifully, and you just have to target them in Google or in Facebook. But in order to figure out what Apple iPhone it is, you go and you do device. No, you do screen resolution here. And Since every iPhone has a specific screen resolution, you will figure out what iPhone they are using, and then you'll know what resolution they have. So that's how you figure that one out. So that was a little bit of a hack for the mobile tab or mobile report in Google Analytics. I'm sure you have tons of ways on which you can use this tab for or this report for, and please do write them in the comments so that you share with others what I'm trying to share with you.